So I recently bought a used PS Vita from Japan. I flipped the paper inside so you guys couldn't see the label of the PS Vita, but I got it from Japan. I forgot how much I paid for it, but I paid a hefty penny for it, and I'm gonna show you guys what I got with it. What came with it. Excuse my fingers, excuse the lighting. So here it is, guys. I already had it unboxed. I just wanted to do it for the sake of the purpose of the video. Here's the PS Vita. You know, it's really clean. It's nothing. You know, let me put this box down real quick. Move it to the side. It's really clean. It's a little dirty right now because I got it a little dirty, but I bought a case for it on eBay, and it looks spectacular. Look at it. Like, wow, you can see my fingerprints still a little bit, but this PS Vita is amazing. So then I went and bought a, of course, PS Vita 2, and I had to, you know, do some extracurricular activities with it so I can, let me lower this so you guys can see. So I bought a PS Vita 2 and an SD card with it so I can do some extracurricular activities. As you can see, I got some games on there, and honestly, for what I paid for, sorry, I'm trying to get the shot, trying to get the right shot. So what I paid for this, installing all the games and kind of like playing with it for a few days. I got this 2 days ago, playing with it for a few days. Honestly, I love the PS Vita, how it looks aesthetically, with given the fact that I can install a bunch of free themes on this custom themes manager. You know, it comes with thousands of preloaded themes, and it looks amazing. Given the fact that it looks aesthetically pleasing and it has some decent PS Vita games, and I say it like that because honestly, the life cycle of the PS Vita, as a lot of people know, didn't last very long. So it has like Mortal Kombat, Little Big Planet, Final Fantasy, like Jet Set Radio, the God of War collections, Assassin's Creed, Silent Hill, Dragon Ball Z, as Ultimate Marvel Capcom 3. So in FIFA 15, it has some solid titles on there. It also does like ROMs and MGBA games where you could just, I won't tell you how to install them due to, you know, YouTube reasons and stuff like that. But anyway, there's plenty of videos out there you can watch, but I won't do it. But yeah, anyway. So given the fact that it has all these cool little ROMs and, you know, it has Adrenaline is literally an app itself where this turns into a PSP. And like I said, this is for entertainment purposes only. See, it boots right up like a PSP. It gives you the whole entire menu like the PSP used to, you know, from the videos to music to photos. But, you know, I installed some games on here. And honestly, it holds up pretty nice. Like, it reminds me of the old school. I installed Cars 2, you know, just a bunch of little random games to test them out and see how they work. I even got some PS1 games on here. I got Silent Hill on the PSP, you know. You get the whole idea. So honestly, back to what I was saying, was it worth the money I paid? And I waited one solid month for this thing. Japan just takes so long to ship their things out. I waited almost 2 months, I want to say. 1 month just for it to get shipped out, and another 2 weeks for it to actually get to me. So about a month and a half. And what I paid for this, it was pretty expensive, given the fact it came from Japan and I bought it from eBay. I won't tell you exactly where, but just look up PS Vitas on eBay. It's that simple, and just look at the reviews and read the reviews of the sellers, and that's the best way to find a solid PS Vita. So anyway, given the fact that I modded this and the life didn't last very long and developers didn't make games for it very much, I want to say it is worth it if you're into like older games, kind of like if you're into like animated games and stuff like that, or like the Mortal Kombat and Assassin's Creed and some of the games that I mentioned earlier in this video. It is worth it if you're like big on PSP. Yeah, I guess you could say it's worth it because it turns into a PSP and a PS Vita, and you don't have to go out and buy a PSP, so it's like literally 2 consoles in one. As far as emulation goes, I give it a solid like 5 or 6 out of 10, just because. So I downloaded like a bunch of N64 games, not a bunch, but a few that supposedly, I looked up this website. I forget what the website's called. I might link it, I might not, I don't know. So I'm launching it right now. So like I said, all entertainment purposes. So I installed a few of them, and honestly, from playing some of these, and for supposedly the website saying these play really well, they didn't play too well at all. And people are gonna say, well, you gotta, fix with your setting and mess with them. But for emulation, it's not the best, given the fact that I've played like the Steam Decks and other emulations, and those were way better, and the Legion Goes, and people are gonna be like, why are you comparing that to a PS Vita, to a Legion Go and a Steam Deck? I just like to compare it because as far as like performance, I rate it like for emulation like a solid 5 or 6. I don't see this being like a solid emulation other than it doing what it's supposed to do, playing the PS Vita games, and obviously the PSP ones. It does okay. Like I was playing Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3, and it was getting really choppy. And then I haven't tried these. I tried Mario Kart, and that one held up amazingly. Like, it just looked so nice. But I haven't tried some of these. I tried 007. The roll is not enough, and it was so choppy to where I couldn't even play it. I didn't really mess with the emulation or graphic settings or the CPU and that. Maybe that's what it was. But for emulation, like I said, 5 out of 6. Is it worth the money that I paid for it? Probably not. I would say if you're shooting for emulation or like a solid console that you want to play all the time. Is it one of those consoles where you could just grab and go? I guess, yeah. The battery life on this one, I don't think it lasts very long. So for the battery life, I give it like a 5 or 6. I don't think it's a solid battery. I think it might need an upgrade soon. So yeah, the battery only gives me like 2 hours, maybe hour and a half at most, and that's just me just doing, like, I charged it an hour ago and it's already at, no, not even an hour ago. I charged it like 30 minutes ago and it's already at 35%, which might be an issue, but there's always battery fixer and stuff like that, or I can always replace the battery. Sorry guys, I keep trying to get in the shop, but I'm talking to. But yeah, honestly, for it looks so beautiful and aesthetically pleasing, but it's kind of disappointing given the fact that I wish they would have made more games for this thing. Like, if they would have made more games, this console would have been amazing. Anywho, but I like it. I give it a solid 7 or 8 out of 10, but it's not something that I I see myself playing all the time. It's one of those things where every once in a while I'll pick up and grab just for the fun of it, or just like a grab and go thing real quick if I'm trying to take a console with me. But I wouldn't really like depend on it. I wouldn't really like sell all my consoles or do any of that, Still keep your consoles. This isn't a console you just heavily rely on for, high-end gaming, obviously. But anyway, that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, you like this video, leave a like, comment, subscribe. It will help me grow my channel and make more videos like this. But if you stayed this far, I appreciate you. That's my take on the PS Vita. Bye-bye.